Hey guys, welcome back. Shock here for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, and today guys, we are going to be looking at my virtual world list updated for April of 2022. And we're putting a spin on the list by playing a P.U.N.K engine. So if you guys are excited for that, let me know in the comment section. Please like this video and please subscribe to my channel. We just made it past 200 subscribers and I really do appreciate it. But I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. I'm gonna get straight into the list and how I play it. I know I've been gone for a while, so I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. I haven't been playing a whole lot, but I have been theorizing about this list. So let's get straight into the monster lineup. The monster lineup is extremely standard for the virtual world cards. You don't really need me to talk about it a whole lot, but 3 of each of the virtual world hand effects, and then 1 of the Nian Yan. We did cut Desires, so I don't think it's necessary to play Nian Yan at more than 1 at this point, especially with the engine that we have in the deck to supplement it. So let's move these aside. That's something that a lot of you people should understand. Next up, we are playing the P.U.N.K card. So I'm playing 1 Foxy, 1 Ammon, and 1 Madam Spider. So these cards are all very strong. And of course, we play the 1 trap to go along with it. We'll kind of talk about that later. But the idea of this, and the reason why I'm playing it in this deck, is because of Emergency Teleport. We lost Pot of Desires, and Pot of Desires is an extremely good card, and it helped the deck have a power play really to just bait out hand traps. And now Emergency Teleport is the card to help us bait out hand traps, along with a card like Foxy Tune as well. So the idea is the P.U.N.K engine does 3 things for your deck. 1, it gives you a searchable discard outlet. That's awesome. 2, it allows you to make a rank 3 and get into a virtual world name extremely easily, which yes, we do play a virtual world monster in the extra deck, a rank 3. And the third thing is it allows us to play more around Evenly Matched and Dark Ruler No More. Those are like the 3 biggest things I would say. And it just so happens that this deck benefits from a lot of those things. Not only that, and I already mentioned this, but it does help you play around hand traps, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is such a powerful engine, and I'll show you guys what I do with it later in the deck. Of course, Emergency Teleport's great for getting your virtual world cards too, so don't think that it is just a one-trick pony in this deck. Then you're playing 3 of each of your spells for your virtual world cards. They're both really good. You have to play 3 and 3, I think. And then we are playing the 2 Chuche, and then we cut the Zhuan-Wu, but we are playing the Gabu, like I mentioned earlier. I really do like playing the 1 Gabu. It's really good. As far as missing the 1 Zhuan-Wu, you just have to play the deck a little bit differently, but overall I do think that it can function without it. It is a really powerful extender, but your extenders, I feel like, in the deck are your P.U.N.K cards at this point. Then the rest of the deck is purely going second cards. So we're playing the 1 Ghost Ogre, the 3 Ash, the 3 Nibiru, the 2 Effect Veiler, and the 3 Infinite Impermanence to round up the main deck. That's 12 hand traps. No Call by the Grave in the main, but I do side it for Lancia. So that's it for the main deck. And then for the extra deck, this is going to be pretty familiar for people that have seen my previous profiles, but the 1 Shen Shen, the 1 Croco, and then the 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech. These cards are all extremely good. And at this point, I could cut the Vermilion Dragon Mech if I really wanted to, because we don't play the Zhuan-Wu anymore. 1 Juju, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior, and 1 Coral Dragon. These cards are all insane. You have to play them. The 1 Zolkin and the 1 Crystal Wing. I really like these a lot too. Helps you play around hand traps if you don't open your Emergency Teleport. And here is the card that we play as our target as a rank 3 for the P.U.N.K cards. So this is Long Long. It's a pretty cool effect. What you can do with it is make it with 2 monsters with the same type and attribute, which the P.U.N.K cards do and also the virtual world cards do. Like, for example, a Lulu and a Nian Yan. The main draw for this card is how big its attack is. It allows you to get over cards and make Zeus with it. But if you are in a situation where you actually are going first and you have to go into it, it's not that bad of a card to have on the field. It lets you negate an opponent's monster effect that they must control a monster and then it cannot be the monster with that attribute. So something like really good would be Prank Kids that this card interacts really well against, or any pretty much graveyard trigger is what this card is pretty good at. So I do like it. It's you could play the other one, which allows you to basically make Zeus really easily attacking, and then it saves itself by battle. But this is a better card for going first, and I don't think it's that bad for going second since it's so huge. So we played the one Long, very, very interesting card. The one Gossip Shadow, and then the one Break Sword. So you can say we're playing quite a few rank 3s. I do like Gossip Shadow a lot. This is how another way you can play around hand traps in this deck, especially with the P.U.N.K engine. So really, really powerful card. And then Break Sword is extremely good for going second. Of course, your P.U.N.K cards are not only good at going first, but going second. If they don't stop your plays, then you just push through the board with every little resource that you have. We are playing the one M7, the one Fan, and the one Gaia Thunder Charger. I really do like this. In the future, you could cut the Gaia Thunder Charger for the Downward Magician. I think both are good. I personally like this because it gives me access to use Fan after I use its effect. And M7, I usually use both of its effects before it leaves the field, and then I slap this guy on top. So overall, I think that this works for me pretty well, but I can see why people would want to go to Downward Magician. And then finally, the one Zeus, incredibly strong card. Let's quickly talk about the interaction that we have in this deck. So let's talk about the P.U.N.K cards. So I really quickly want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Obviously, this is nothing absolutely nuts. But if you have something like an emergency teleport in your hand, plus like, for example, like maybe a Lulu, the interaction is extremely strong. So let's just say that we do a quick test hand of this combo here. So it would be emergency teleport, use it. It goes to graveyard here. Let's keep Lulu in hand right here. You're going to summon out your Ammon. Ammon effect is going to allow you to then search your Foxy Tune, and you're just going to discard a random card from hand, saying that you have 2 cards in hand now. When this card goes to the grave, you can then special summon out the Madam Spider. Madam Spider is going to let you search, and you're going to grab this, replacing the 1 card in your hand that you lost. So you have 2 cards in hand, plus the Infinite Impermanence card and the 1 Lulu. From there, depending on if, like, so with E-Tele, it conserves your normal summon, right? So you're able to then normal summon another virtual world and play the game after you make Gossip Shadow, which you can do at this point. You could make Gossip Shadow protect from, like, Ash or whatever, or you could go into this, which, you know, this is not necessarily insane, but it does allow you to at least play the game, which is the 1 Long. So Long here with the 2 materials underneath it, you're going to go ahead and use Lulu, and then standard virtual world stuff, right? So you're going to go ahead and send the spell, add the trap. So add this trap, send this spell, and then you can discard, you can banish it and then discard a card from your hand, which means we would have 2 cards still in our hand. We're going to have to discard 1 of them, but we're going to add a Lily, and then Lily is going to help us set up for next turn by sending a spell and a trap to the grave. You make a good old Shen. So you have Shen Long, plus 2 traps, and then graveyard setup so that you have follow-up for next turn, which is really nice. So just with 2 cards, you're able to get this, which is really, really good. And we're not playing the crazy combo deskbot stuff, but I still think this stuff's pretty good. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you want me to do any more videos in the future. I've been so busy, but I'll try and make more videos as I can. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.